This is a story about my mom and dad. They are both in their late 60s now and have been married for almost 45 years. My mom has Alzheimer's and dad takes care of her at home. Every night before I call my parents, I ask my sister to call first to see if everything is all right. If she can't understand what my mom or dad says, then she'll call me. But usually it's nothing serious. About 2 weeks ago, my sister called her parents like we always do, and mom sounded confused as usual, but dad was his usual caring self. "You need to get some rest, my love. I'm right here with you," he said. It was nothing out of the ordinary. So my sister hung up and I called them later that day. "Hey, Mom, how are you doing?" I asked. "Who's asking?" Mom asked. I could tell from Dad's voice that he was annoyed by this point. "It's me, Mom, your son," I said. "Oh, well, hello, dear," Mom answered with a soft tone. Then she got quiet and didn't respond when I asked her more questions. I heard Dad sigh. "Mom, why don't you answer your son?" "He was just asking how you were doing," Dad said. Mom snapped back. "I don't have to answer anybody. Leave me alone," she said. Dad tried to reason with Mom, but she kept snapping at him and telling him to leave her alone. That wasn't like Mom at all. So I asked Dad to stay on the line while I called my sister. "What did you do to her?" I shouted at Dad. "I didn't do anything, dear." "I swear," Dad replied with a shaky voice. I wanted to talk to Mom, but she wouldn't answer, so I told her to go away. "How can you talk to her like that? You know she doesn't have to do anything. She needs to rest, but she gets agitated easily." "You should be helping her, not shouting at her," I scolded him. "She started it, though." "I never shout at her, but she wouldn't stop shouting at me. What am I supposed to do?" Dad argued that I wasn't listening. I was furious with him. "You should be taking care of her, not shouting and arguing with her. What if she falls down or something happens, and you don't hear her because you're busy arguing with her?" I continued to scold him until I heard Mom say, "That's enough, dear." She sounded weak, but I ignored her. "She's your wife. It doesn't matter that she doesn't remember who you are anymore. She needs your help and love, not anger and frustration." "Why did you argue with her like that?" I said. "Because she needs to rest and she won't listen to me," Dad replied. "All she does is shout at me and tell me to leave her alone." "How much more do you want me to take?" "I'm an old man and I don't feel well lately, but I still take care of your mother every day. Who else will do it if I don't? It's not easy to take care of her, especially when she acts like this. I love your mother and I would never hurt her intentionally. But sometimes I just wish she could remember who I am and thank me for taking care of her instead of blaming me for things I didn't do." I could hear the sadness in his voice, but I couldn't bring myself to apologize. I knew he was right, but I was too angry. "Then let her be," I finally said. "Let her be angry. Let her be mad at you. She's your wife and you're her husband. It doesn't matter what she says or how she treats you. You should still take care of her and love her. That's what being married means. In sickness and in health, for better or worse, you vowed to love each other. Now is the time to show her that you really mean it," I told him. When I hung up the phone, I felt bad. I knew I was too harsh on my dad, but he also needed to know how much his actions hurt Mom and how they affected us, his children, too. I decided to call him back and apologize, but the call went straight to voicemail. So I texted him instead. "Sorry, Dad. I know you're doing your best and I appreciate it. I was wrong about you yelling at Mom. Thank you for taking such good care of her." I felt a lot better after sending that message. The next day, my sister and I called our parents like we always do. Mom picked up the phone and said, "Hello." My sister and I were shocked. We could barely hear Mom speak above a whisper, but she was definitely conscious and speaking. I quickly asked, "Mom, what happened to your voice?" "Oh, I don't know, dear. It just disappeared. I tried to shout at that nasty woman yesterday, but I guess I strained my voice or something. I'm sorry about that." I don't know what's happening to me. I don't want to be a burden to anyone anymore, Mom said with a trembling voice. Don't say that, Mom. You're not a burden to us. We love you and we're here for you no matter what. And as for your voice, I'll ask Dad to make you some tea with honey. That should help you feel better, my sister said. No, I don't want any tea. I want to go away and not bother anyone anymore. Nobody wants to talk to me. All they do is yell at me and hang up on me, Mom said. I could hear the sadness and loneliness in her voice, and my heart broke for her. This disease was slowly taking away my mom, but it had already taken her voice now. Mom, please don't talk like that. You're not a bother to anyone. We love you and we're here for you. We may not be able to visit often, but we try to call every day. And your favorite nurse, Martha, comes 3 times a week to help Dad take care of you. You're not alone, Mom. We're all here for you, I said. Thank you, dear. I'm sorry I've been so difficult lately. I don't know what's happening to me. I feel like I'm losing control of myself. I'm so scared, Mom said with a shaking voice. It's okay, Mom. Just rest and relax. Everything is going to be fine. We're coming over tomorrow to spend the day with you. So look forward to that. Okay, I love you, I said. Love you too, dear, Mom whispered. My sister and I were shocked and saddened by Mom's condition. She sounded so frail and weak, and it broke our hearts to hear her say those things. But it also made us realize how important it was to take care of her and Dad, and how lucky they were to have each other. They had promised to love each other till death do them part. And even though Mom didn't recognize Dad anymore or remember who we were, he never gave up on her. He never put her in a nursing home or asked anyone else to take care of her. He was her rock and her anchor, and we were so grateful for that. And as for Mom, even though she couldn't remember anything or anyone, she still had a strong connection with Dad. When she heard his voice, she would calm down, and when he touched her hand, she would relax and smile. They had a bond that went beyond words and memories, and it was a privilege for us to witness their love story.